Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name is Charisma, and today we're in the garden and we're going to take a walk around for a garden tour. In the beginning of October, you could see everything that's still trying to bloom and everything that is completely faded away. I suspect that our next garden tour will look very, very different as, you know, a month from now, things will have declined greatly. So let's get the camera turned around and I'll show you what the garden looks like today in a Zone 9A on the Oregon coast in October. All right, starting here at the driveway like I always do. We still have some jasmine blooming here in the container. Really sweet, smells delicious. We purchased a new dahlia very recently. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll try to get some shadow on it so you can see. So beautiful. The lemony lace elderberry is losing its foliage. The black lace elderberry is still looking really fantastic, as you can see here. Pearly Everlasting is holding its own. The hostas are almost all gone. You can see they've faded greatly and ready to just get cut down now. On this side of the garden, we have a plant stash that's ready to go out for fall planting. We have a little bit of roses still blooming. The Dusty Miller still looks fantastic. I still have some dahlias that did not bloom. This patch didn't bloom at all this year, but it came up bigger than it ever has. Just don't think it loves being in a pot, so I'm gonna pull those out and move them this fall. The asters are still blooming really well. Definitely on their way out, but there's still pollinators and bees all over them. The lilies have completely died back. It's time to cut them back, as well as the daylilies. But now the kaffir lilies are opening up and blooming, which is really fun. Over on this side, our roses are pretty much done, but we still have some new growth. This climbing rose just did amazing this year, and it's still going pretty strong. We've got some, you know, some that have faded, but it's still going, as well as we've got one blooming down there and one blooming right there. I even have some catmint still with some bloom stalks on there. I feel like this is the latest I've had some of these things blooming. I still have a little bit of Supertunia white and Supertunia mini Vista whites. Or this is like Storm Cloud or something like that. Anyway, those are pretty much ready to get pulled out. I still have dahlias going. This is the Gay Princess. The Marins, I've got a poodle skirt opening up. I've got another Gay Princess here. And we've got some buds on this one. It hasn't opened yet for me this season. So I'm looking forward to that opening. Over on this side, I have Lady Liberties opening up everywhere. So beautiful. And these are in a big container. These guys did not bloom this year. The containers are ready to be cut back. This is the Peachy King Verbena. I can cut that back. I can cut this back and just let it be a little bit more wintry over here. The Queen Tuft grasses did not really hold their own in this container, but they're still blooming this time of year. We took our porch baskets down and we just stuck them in the landscape because they were full of color. They're definitely done and ready to get pulled out of here now. Kind of the same with all the annuals over there. Trying to think of what else is going on. The peony has tons of fall color. It's time to cut it back though. It's like really looking kind of sad. The black-eyed Susans are looking really good. And we have this Black Magic Dahlia full of buds again. This is the second, like the third, or at least the third full flush, which is so cool. The hydrangea has browned out. It's pretty much done for the season. Over on this side, we have a Rose of Sharon in full bloom. Isn't that a gorgeous doubled up petal? It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. All right, what else do we have over here? I don't know. We just have one chocolate cosmos left. The irises are totally ready to get cut down and pulled out. Those asters look fantastic until you look a little closer and realize they're all laying on the ground. They got a little too heavy in the wind and rain. Okay, these asters are also doing the same thing here. Nothing new blooming over here. Oh, the pampas grass is got tons of featherheads all over it, seed heads. Really fun. Let's see if we could get a better view of it. There we go. There's a few more. Some of them have gotten a little water heavy, so they're laying down. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pop back up here. I've got tons of seed heads all over this crocosmia that I need to cut back and save for dried flower arrangements. I've got this amaranth. This is the best I've ever done with growing amaranth. I grew this from seed. Needs a little staking, I think, but really fun. It's a really fun flower. And then the vermillionaire is still blooming like crazy. That's a beautiful fall color to have. And then I even have some snapdragons in here blooming, which is kind of fun for this late in the season. I'm still waiting on the pineapple sage to bloom, but it has gotten close to its full height. So I suspect that it will start blooming here before too long. The Rockin' Deep Purple salvia is still holding its own back there. I love that the calyx stays nice and dark even though the flowers have actually faded. Heading into the lower garden. Well, the medicine garden needs to be cut back. We've got borage hanging over. We've got artemisia going wild. We've got comfrey ready to get harvested again. The nasturtiums have kind of taken over the Roman chamomile, or the Dyer's chamomile, which needs to get harvested again. And then the blueberry shrubs are putting on their fall color, which blueberries have beautiful fall color. So if you want something that's versatile, useful that you can eat and have that fall color, blueberries are your plant. And I've got a ton of bronze fennel that needs to be harvested and cut back. We still have just one more little clematis there. Fall color going on the dogwood here. And more hostas that are fading away. The hydrangeas are looking great. Look how beautiful this light colored blue hydrangea is with this dark purple heuchera. Isn't that gorgeous? Right, we have some impatiens still blooming in their pots underneath the dogwood tree, which gives a really nice, fun pop of bright color in there. Right? And just everything's kind of fading over here. The Gunnera is still holding its own. Sometimes by this time of the year it has fallen down and is ready to be cut back, but it's still looking really good right now, so just leaving it. I've got an anemone blooming here. Isn't it so sweet? This David Austin rose has been blooming and blooming. This is the Emily Bronte. Lovely. And look at my hydrangeas. Now I know they're babies and they're spindly, but there's so much bloomage on it. I'm so excited to have these panicle hydrangeas. These are, wow, they are proven winners. They just completely escaped my mind. Limelight hydrangeas. So exciting to have them blooming this year. The Himalayan honeysuckle is done, but it also gives a little bit of fall interest. All the dangly, the flowers have faded. Flowers have faded and they've turned into berries. Let's see if I can get a good view, but this Escallonia is in bloom and I could see all the pink blooms from my living room window, but they're just so far up there from when I'm standing right next to it. Can't see them. That's what they call a second story plant. Or second, yeah. When you can't see the blooms from standing on the ground, you can only see them from the second story. That's what that means. All right, we're gonna move into the backyard, where things have certainly gone to sleep back here. We've pulled all the crocosmia out, emptied all the baskets from the annuals. Now that Camellia has a chance to get a little sunshine. The butterfly bush got cut back, just took off all the blooms and the branches that would get weighed down in the rain. The rest of this plant will drop all of its leaves, and then in the spring we'll come back and cut it way down. The raspberries are done and they need to get tied up for next year. We have some Kafirs blooming here. New Kafirs. Okay. These are more of a salmon color than the light pink ones in the front yard. Heucheras look good, just no blooms yet. They won't start blooming for a couple months. Spencer's Little Garden is still holding its own. That hosta doesn't look as bad as some of them. And these annuals still look really good. Really fun. These are snapdragons that we grew from seed. So that's fun to see still going on. And we have just a couple of honeysuckle blooms still hanging out. even a new one coming on there. The cannas have, well, this one bloomed, and this one's getting ready to bloom, as well as this one, if I just have a couple more hot days. We have osteospermum still going strong in these pots, as well as begonias. The squash, well, she's ready to get pulled. She's got just a couple, 3 good-sized squash on there, ready to get harvested today. It's a lot of squash. My eggplant did not have enough time to develop any eggplants, so live and learn, I guess. And then you've got to see how beautiful all those roses are. Look at that. It's in full bloom, but what I was trying to do is show you the Escallonia. If you could see all the little pink flowers on the Escallonia. And probably all the little pollinators. I could see a bunch of pollinators flying around. But yeah, the roses are just looking beautiful. And the second story, Escallonia. Yikes. The nasturtiums are going wild over the butterfly garden. They were really full of flowers just a couple days ago, but the rains came. Really fun, bright, and beautiful flowers in here. We even have a little calendula, and then the Autumn Joy is putting on its dark burgundy color, as well as this dark black sedum here. We've cut back all the oregano in there. We still have tons of impatiens growing or blooming in this little pot here. We even have a few fuchsias still coming on, and of course the creeping Jenny looks great. The white snapdragons in that container are certainly starting to fade. There's just been too much rain weighing them down. Everything else is kind of the same in the moon garden. We were just here not too long ago. Double up white begonias are still holding color. We still have a little bit of sparkle on the Barcopa. The white geraniums and white violas in this garden have all but faded away. Let's go ahead and pop up onto the porch. Okay, let's take another look at the porch plants here. They are really the best plants on the property right now. Even though, so this is the Augusta Lavender Heliotrope from Proven Winners. The flowers have gone, but I find that the calyx, the leftover, what's left over after the flowers fade away, it has a little bit of interest, and I think it's kind of a fun little structure. These I can cut back and put out into the garden, which I'll probably be doing in the next few weeks. The alyssum looks fantastic and will continue to do so through the fall. The purple alyssum also looking fantastic. It's hard, the sun's hitting it. This verbena is getting a second flush, which is really cool. Which one is this? This is the Superbena Pink from Proven Winners. And then we still have a few of the Calibrachoa blooming here. That's done and ready to get put out. This is the Sparkling Amethyst also, and verbena, and it just needs to go out. This is a clematis that's done for the season. We'll just cut it back and plant it out somewhere. Dusty Miller looking great. Some more dahlias that did not bloom but gave me some foliage. I have some Bacopa down there blooming. And then this is another type of Cape Fuchsia, and oh, it is in full bloom, looking absolutely beautiful, just lovely. Some sedums, some Dusty Miller, and then we've got this grass with its seed heads way up there, looking really good. It's a fun fall porch. So we planted these up early summer, and they've been going all summer long. They've really enjoyed their space here. All right, that's gonna do it for the October home garden tour. And if we get some more deeper fall foliage, I'll probably do another garden tour focusing specifically on fall foliage. We're just waiting for this week. We're gonna have some warm temperatures, not warm, like 55 to 60 degree temperatures, sunny weather. And then we will start getting all the rain and all the cold weather. And I suspect that's when we're gonna see a lot more color turn on our plants that are known for color turn, like our maples and our burning bush and all of those things, the sumacs for sure. So when that starts happening, I'll share that with you in another video. But for today, that's what's going on in the garden. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.